We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Dak to the air here. Down the field, he's got Lamb. A strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Williams now on first and 10. Gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Dak out of the pistol. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now Dak to throw. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. Only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right? Yeah. Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
3rd and goal, Prescott. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively...
And the decision pays off. Touchdown, Dallas. George Pickens scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. They jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He dodged the tackle. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing here, Darnold. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take possession of the football. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at second and pretty short. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the stop forces third down, now and 9.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
They'll throw, third and long. And this one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Had to look up the middle, but trouble hanging on through that contact. That's going to force fourth down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
That's incomplete left side.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. Prescott set to pass. Schoonmaker's there to haul it in. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
Just excellent effort on that catch. In a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Drops this one down here for Williams. Across the line he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devontae Williams from 8 yards out. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting pieces together.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Now Donald off the play action.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there by holding him for a short gain.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll run. Here's H2H. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. H2H, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Shifts by him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive starts with a run from H2H. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Here's Willis. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Miami.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Achane. Fights off the defender. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
It's 3rd down.
Willis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Willis looking to throw it. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. Now Willis to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. Here's Willis. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So on 4th down, on is Riley Patterson for the Dolphin field goal. Patterson Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Kick off.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The third quarter begins with a run by H2H. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Willis. They set up the screen. H2H has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
They'll pitch it out to H2H. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Joey Porter Jr. that time got in there and backs the offense up. Tackle for loss.
34-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have the... down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Come on. 60 vices, 60 vices.
Back to the ground, H2H. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw, Willis. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Willis looking to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Here's Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run straight ahead with H.M.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
That's to Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jordan Brooks with it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the